DCW OverDrive, Chrissy Simpson.
Thanks, guys. How's everybody doing? Don't worry, the women promised to make this quick. So for those of you that don't know, I am the former DCW Women's Champion. And one of the biggest thorns in my side while I wrestled at DCW was none other than Chrissy Rivera. So Chrissy Rivera started in wrestling in 2005. And I don't know if you guys know this, but pro wrestling is not an industry that is made for women to thrive or survive in. And yet somehow that 3'11" petite little girl figured out how to do it. She never let her size be a deterrent. I watched her use it to come up with some of the most innovative and creative spots in a hardcore company you can imagine. One night for DCW, I had the, I want to say privilege, but it would be a lie, the misfortune of being hit by Chrissy Rivera in the head with a kendo stick so hard I was sure that my brain was ambrosia salad. Greg, I hear I have you to thank for that. Thanks, bud. Then if that wasn't bad enough, they call us and they go, we're going to put you guys in a cage. And then I went, I don't want to. But then I remembered it was with Chrissy, and I'll pull back the curtain right now. Why would you not want to work with one of your closest friends? Someone that you trust immensely. And we got in that ring, in that cage, and no, I didn't win. But I did win. Because I got to have a cage match, which was on my list for pro wrestling, with someone that I knew would take care of me, would contribute, and would just have a whole bunch of fun with me in that ring, and that was Chrissy Rivera. Now, my friend Chrissy Rivera, we have tons of stories together DCW never saw. Like the night I got laid off from my job, and Chrissy took me to Applebee's, got me drunk, and I woke up splayed on her couch with Magic Mike still on loop. Or the night that Chrissy and our friend Brooke were taken out of a car by a bunch of cops at gunpoint just trying to get me coffee on my birthday. She's that kind of friend. She still doesn't even hold it over me. Chrissy Rivera is an amazing human being, an amazing woman, and even an amazing competitor in this ring. To quote Blake Thomas, she is my favorite People McNugget. It is my esteemed honor, on behalf of her husband Chris, her son Lucas, and her fur babies Tope and Plancha, to give to you guys the 2023 Female Dynamite Championship Wrestling Hall of Famer, Chrissy Rivera.
speech. I didn't know what I was going to say. I thought about it, and I don't know if it was just me thinking, is this really happening? And are they really acknowledging my career? And I guess it didn't really hit me until I got here. And I was like, I didn't prepare anything, so I'm sorry if this speech is a little awkward. Like Missy said, I started wrestling in 2005, and I was in my 20s. I wasn't a spring chicken. I decided later in life that I wanted to try to become a professional wrestler. And not a lot of people do that. They have these aspirations and these dreams from young that I want to be a wrestler, and they get into backyard wrestling and do things like that with their friends. That was never me. I loved wrestling. My older brother really got me into it. He used to perform moves on me, but it wasn't until my 20s I started going to professional wrestling shows that I said, well, maybe I should try something like this. But I always thought, because being a woman and my size and my age, that it was probably not going to be anything long term. It was just something that I was going to try and see if I was good at. And I actually kind of was good at it. I found a wrestling school in North Jersey, and I used to drive there 4 to 5 times a week, 2 hours, just to train. I was the only female in my wrestling class. It was all a male-dominated class, male trainers, and I got my butt whooped. A lot. But I graduated, and eventually I went to Combat Zone Wrestling, where I completed my training with John Dahmer and Drew Gulak, and it was a real honor to work with them, to learn from them, and I continued my career at CZW. DCW is special in my heart. Probably more than most wrestling companies, because in about 2006, they had asked me to be part of their company. And like I said, I didn't really have a lot of faith in myself. I thought maybe it would be a hobby. And I said, okay, I'll come try. And I loved it. And it was just a relationship that just became so special and so important to me. They gave me the ball to just be myself, to have just confidence in myself, something that I didn't really have growing up. So for them to entrust in me being a year into the business with their wrestling company, it was a real honor. So I just want to thank DCW, thank David Pine, thank Zach Connor, and other people, I'm sorry if I forget your names, for entrusting me with your company, for allowing me to hone my craft, to just be who I was. So thank you. I started as a wrestling manager at DCW. They wanted me to do promos and they wanted me to talk. That is not my forte, as you can tell. But like I said, they trusted me and they gave me my own stable, which was Rivera Worldwide. That was pretty cool. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if it would be successful, but at the time, it was one of the most successful stables we had at the time, so I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the people that I worked with at DCW. I'm very proud of everybody that I've come into contact with in my career. And like I said, it hasn't always been easy. Being a female in a male-dominated sport is really hard. It's very, very difficult. And I just kept trying and trying. No matter how many times I got kicked down, I just kept standing up and trying. And I'm so glad I did, because I'm standing here in front of all you today. And it means so much to me. Thank you. So thank you to all the fans so much for all your support over the years. I so many amazing people along the way. Missy, one of my closest friends. Like she said, we've had some wars in this ring. I'm really sorry about the kendo stick. But I love you. We have some other stories that we probably shouldn't share. I met my husband, Chris, who's all the way back there. We made a child, so it's so cute. Because of professional wrestling, I have the family I always wanted. I have the friends I always wanted. I just want to thank everybody who has ever supported me in any aspect of my life, whether it's professional, whether it's personal. You've all become family to me. My best friend in the entire world that we've been friends since kindergarten is here to see me, so thank you for coming. My group chat crew back here, Blake, Bronson, and Greg. Me and Greg Excellent have also had some matches against each other.
Oh, they're showing it in the video.
Oh, I didn't get to see the video. We've had some very interesting matches. You can check out YouTube later. But I just want to say thank you to Greg for always entrusting in me and believing in me. You're one of my best friends. I love you so much. Blake Thomas. One of my other best friends in the entire world. Blake Thomas is one of the hardest working guys in this business, and people do not realize how much he does for women's wrestling. I just want to say thank you for entrusting me with WSU, for giving me a stable, for believing in me, and just being my best friend. Thank you so much. Bronson, I love you, buddy. Thank you for coming. Again, I'm sorry for trailing. This is surreal to me. It's very surreal to me. I'm going to get back to the show. I know you guys want to see some wrestling. No more talking. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Isn't that